came from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Hello, my people. Well, I hope your day went well. But let's talk about this Amy Robach, TJ Holmes, and his estranged wife. Now, it says, I got this from the Daily News. It says, TJ Holmes' estranged wife slams his lack of discretion with Amy Robach. They went on to say, TJ Holmes' estranged wife, Marilee is finally speaking out about the journalist's highly publicized romance with his GMA3 co-anchor, Amy Robach, and she's not holding back. During the holiday season and in the light of this challenging time, Marilee's sole focus has remained on the overall best interest of her and Holmes' 9-year-old daughter. Now, this is the attorney speaking, Stephanie Lehman. Went on to say, to that end, TJ's attorney and I have been working together to move their divorce forward privately, expeditiously, and as amicably as possible. Though Phoebe wants to take the high road, the statement made clear how she really feels about Holmes 45, Robach 49, gallivanting together for the world to see. Continue to be disappointed by TJ's lack of discretion, respect, and sensitivity toward Marilee and the party's daughter. Read the statement. Now I'm not going to read anymore. First of all, I must say, I think I read somewhere that Marilee is originally from the Republic of Congo. And she was his second wife. He was married before, right? He had a wife before her. So Amy's going to be his third wife. Now I have a very unpopular view and opinion on this issue. Now I've spoken extensively. I went on my soapbox, my moral soapbox. I brushed it off because I'm not usually there. So I brushed it off and I went up there and I had my say. I gave my opinion. And I do think that these two people are very disgusting. And he is a philanderer. And Amy is just like him. I do believe that they're more alike. And that is why I think there's that attraction. Because there is that energy. These two people really do feel. It is like they're twin flames. You know, the twin flames, those soul ties that people talk about. Those soul ties are evil. Can make you do crazy things that could cost you, you know. So my thing is, Marilee disrespected herself. Now, because I'm saying this because TJ admitted, remember there was a post that TJ made a few years ago, and you know the internet detectives, the internet sleuths, found this post where he was talking extensively about how he felt he had mistreated her. He had given her enough reason to dump him on many occasions, but she stayed. You know, she stayed soaking up the mistrust and cheating, along with the belittling and everything toxic that comes in a relationship when someone is over you. You know, when you know that there is no hope for a relationship. He was done with her a long time ago. But why did she stay? Was it for optics? Because she's an attorney. And the reason why I'm saying that she disrespected herself, because even after the affair between him and Amy Robach was plastered all over social media, and it's alleged that the affair came to light because she hired a detective. Now Marilee decided to still, she hired a private detective. She did not initiate the divorce. TJ Holmes initiated the divorce, not her. Why was she staying? He did. You know, she reminds me of, have you ever seen, I think I've made this analogy before, and it's not to offend anyone, but it's like a dog chasing a car, and this car is going, let's say 60 miles per hour, and the dog keeps running behind the car. He's familiar with the occupants, you know, he keeps running behind the car, he's barking, he's running behind the car. with the hope that this car might stop and the door would be flung open and he would be beckoned into the car. It gives me those kinds of, that type of vibes. Because he was cruel, and I think he has to be this way, and he's doing these insensitive things because he wants to show her that he really does not want to be with her anymore. So he does not know any other way to get her to understand that it's over. Now I reference the post that he made a few years that I spoke about a few minutes ago. She was aware that he had all these indiscretions, that he was carrying on with different women, because Amy was not the first workplace romance. But she stayed, and I'm going to tell you this. Now, I do believe that Marilee would have stayed with TJ if he had not initiated divorce. Because why didn't she? And I must, this is a little segue, but that green frumpy dress, come on. I hope she burns that dress. Marilee, don't you ever wear that dress again, okay? I mean, I'm not saying, because you could be dressed to the nines. You could be the most flamboyant. I'm not in any way blaming you. But that green dress has to go. I had to remember to speak on that. That freaking green dress, I'm going to bring it up. Hold on. This one. This is the most hideous green dress or dress I've seen. The green, I guess it's the green. This dress does not become you, Marilee. It does not become you. Anyway, my thing is accountability. Because she also has to take accountability for her actions. She stayed there with him. She was complicit. You know what I mean? She stayed in that holding pen of a marriage and allowed herself to be taken around in a whirlwind of emotional chaos, and did nothing about it until this man, or when she hired her, until she hired this private detective. He produced the evidence. Alexa, stop it. Alexa, stop. Yes, until she hired the private detective, and he produced. Really, Alexa? Alexa, stop. Alexa, come on. Someone was laughing the other day. They said you programmed Alexa to, give you your daily affirmations. And when she does what you programmed her to do, you then say, Alexa, stop, enough. Anyway, I do believe women are masochistic. I'm like a broken record. Women are freaking masochistic. TJ Holmes is with who he wants to be with. He keeps showing it. So I don't know about this gallivanting and openly being disrespectful. He was so you were okay when he was disrespecting you privately, right? He actually outed himself. Because if he had not revealed his feelings in that post, no one would have known. No one would have suspected that this man was actually that he felt like a captive in his marriage. I guess he was over Marilee a long time ago. Now, listen, no one can tell me otherwise. I cannot see his displays of affection and all that PDA is anything done, accidentally. He is doing these things on purpose. He really wanted out of the bondage life marriage he was in. And no one has spoken to her. She has not said why she stayed in the marriage, but I guess she wanted to stay married to this TV personality. So she endured all the embarrassment and maybe neglect, because these men are very neglectful. You see how affectionate he is with Amy? Okay. So women, you have to understand, sometimes you're complicit, you enable these behaviors. You have to stop torturing yourselves. When you're in these types of relationships, it's like torture. Because you keep forgiving these men, you allow them to get away with these indiscretions, hoping for what I don't know. But then when you do that, you kind of embolden them. Because every time they feel like, oh my gosh, I've gotten away with this, they become even more resolved and resolute in their habits, and nothing changes because you reward bad behavior by staying with them. So the disrespect, morally, I must say, because if I were you, there was no way that I was going to wait for him to file divorce papers on me. when he has been doing all these things to me? There has to be some moment of clarity. Something must, I mean, you know, you set out their hat. If it is true that you're the person who sent this private detective to uncover what you knew and then you brought it all to the public, there had to have been an end game. What were you expecting the end results to be? Was it just for exposure to embarrass him and then stay with him? Forgive him and stay with him? What were you expecting? As an attorney, you know you always have to prepare yourself for the unexpected.
Listen, TJ Holmes is a philanderer. He's a liar. He's unfaithful. And I'll say the present continuous on he is unfaithful, because I don't believe people just stop being who they truly are innately. But maybe Amy is his match. Now, Marilee, if you're not mentally prepared for this, my dear, I'm sorry. But I do believe that there'll be more instances where we'll see these two people canoodling and all this public display of affection, because I truly believe that they're now well on their way to becoming Mr. and Mrs. TJ Holmes. Anyway, I want you to just subscribe for more tidbits of wisdom and real talk. And as always, stay safe and be self-aware. See you in the next video.